A little over 2 years ago, I put out a video on Borealis, saying it was probably the most slept on sniper. Today, I'm going to echo that, because in this video, I'm going to talk about PvE and PvP. Since it was changed, there was a lot of things that were changed. And there's a great way to get it going in PvE. But as far as the Crucible, I think it's good enough to run in Trials, good enough to run in Comp. I'm going to give you some reasons to use it. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you. I am very impressed with it. I'm loving it. So if you're a sniper, love to snipe, give it a chance. Even if not so much, I would still give it a chance. In your next gaming session, give it 3 to 4 games. That's it, just 3 to 4. If you like it, great. If not, no big deal. Borealis had 2 changes, 2 buffs. First, the fundamentals trait, and this is also on Hardlight Dead Messenger. They added stats for each element. So for Arc, plus 25 handling, plus 5 range. Solar, plus 35 reload, plus 20 airborne. Void, plus 20 stability, plus 10 aim assist. And the second change for PvE, breaking a match shield now refills the magazine from reserves and allows your next 5 shots to deal bonus damage. Not deactivated by reloading anymore. So more on that later. Big deal for PvE. First, I want to talk about the Crucible. I'm exclusively running it on Arc, because with Arc, you get the plus 25 handling. That means you reach 100 handling, max handling. And with how stats and scalars go, that's a bigger deal than you think. It also gets plus 5 range, so the range goes to 59. But when you're on Arc, look at how fast it is. This is all you need. In the Crucible, this speed, this is all you need. And to compare just how fast that is, this is a bite of the fox. The old Iron Banner sniper, and it's aggressive. It's a high impact, just like Borealis. It has 25 handling and snapshot, so it has a scalar for its aim down sight speed. The Borealis is faster than the snapshot bite of the fox, because they've changed a lot of things on snipers, and something like this can happen now. So in game, it's a dream. Like I said, this right here is all you need. It might as well have snapshot. It feels like it has snapshot. And if you put on sniper targeting, it's going to make it even faster than this. It's worth pointing out before I go further, yes, it's on Dead Messenger and Hardlight. So like with Hardlight, it already has max 100 stability, max 100 aim assist, so Void not so much. But if you go Arc, it's going to have 100 stability, 100 aim assist, and 100 handling. The other elements, so if you go Void with Borealis, plus 20 stability, plus 10 aim assist, that puts it in a pretty crazy spot too. If you go all in, because it has 65 base aim assist, this is going to get it to 75. Targeting on your helmet gets it to 85, and if you use all 10 energy, because sniper targeting is 5, if you have double sniper targeting, it goes to 90 aim assist. 90 aim assist on an aggressive sniper, and because it's double targeting, it's going to get you close to that feel of 100 handling. The stability goes to 82. That's going to help with flinch, but it's mostly the aim assist. Like, that's massive for any sniper in the game. Solar, if you add in the catalyst, it will get you to 100 reload. Also plus 20 AE, so it's going to have 44 AE on Solar. You add in some exotics, maybe the seasonal artifact mod, it gets up there pretty quick, and these changes are going to be better once they do fix the AE system. And Bungie went over that, Chris Proctor and Mercules, on our recent Firing Range podcast. It could be as early as right before Lightfall, if not in Lightfall. So why would you run it? Use an exotic slot on it. As an exotic, you have the Rose pairing, Austringer. It's fast enough, even a pulse rifle, but when you break it down, Borealis is the most juiced sniper in the game. It is League of its own kind of juiced with what it brings to the table, because when you compare it to aggressive frames, it does have less range, but that's okay, that's fine, it's a sniper, and it more than makes up for it with the other stats. This is with the perks added in on Borealis, the ones that you're seeing. Keep that in mind. But when you start adding in stability, range, handling to these stats on these other legendary snipers, they come in small bunches. Maybe a masterwork here, a barrel there. Most of the time, like handling, you're not touching it. Can't be touched. But on average, against the aggressive frames, double the stability, nearly triple the handling, more reload, and it clears the next best aggressive frame aim assist by 17. And that's a stat that you can't fudge. It crushes them. Moving on to the adaptives, it beats them too. And the aim assist is more in line. 1K Stare, Thoughtless, Fugue, Galu, I Have Soul, Adored. And keep in mind, you would need Fluted with a handling masterwork to get up to where Borealis is. So it's riding that line of the adaptives as well. And then we have the rapid fires. We start seeing the matching handling that's right there with them. Of course, more range stability, a little bit less aim assist. So Borealis technically all around has a little bit of everything, a little bit of every archetype in it. It has the damage of an aggressive, 158 to the body, so you can clean up with a hand cannon. You can take out supers easily. And I've been running a quick draw explosive payload Rose with this, and it's been awesome. So the damage of an aggressive, it has the stat package of an adaptive, except for handling. It has the handling of a rapid fire. Then we start adding in fundamentals, changing those stats to 100 handling, 90 aim assist with double targeting with Void. I'm telling you, it's taking names. It is that good. Just try it out. Now, because they changed to Ionic Trace, there is a part that it's losing. It was one that I really liked, but the ammo economy has changed since then. It used to be in the Crucible, when you broke a shield, it would refund a bullet from reserve. So in the Crucible, if your enemy does have a base shield, the moment that you hit them in the body or the head, you would break the shield and it would return a bullet from reserve. So basically with Borealis, you never had to reload. As long as you hit something, you never had to reload. It doesn't do that anymore. Now, when you match a shield and break it, you get 5 bullets of Ionic Trace. So in the Crucible, you would need to hit a super matching the element of that super. But for PvE, and keep in mind, before, to keep Ionic Trace up, you needed to get kills. You needed to keep pulling from reserves with kills. The only way to do that would be to take out red bars, because you wanted the damage on yellow bars. It was kind of in a weird situation. Once you reloaded, Ionic Trace was gone. So now you break the shield, and it holds 5 shots indefinitely. You can stow it. You can actually change between Arc, Solar, and Void. The 5's going to be there on your screen. As soon as you spin the bullet, even if it misses, that counts down to 0. The damage is 40% more with the Ionic Trace. So the base right here is 26,042. The Ionic Trace hits is 36,441, so 40% more. But since that's its thing, you're changing elements and you're breaking shields, you can add in simple mods for that damage, and now you're holding 5 Ionic Trace shots. Since you're a shield breaker anyway, shield break charge is 1 energy. Get charged with light by breaking a shield matching the element type. So since you're charged with light, we have high energy fire, 20% more damage. It's automatic. You're breaking the shield anyway. Break the shield, 5 bullets of Ionic Trace that do 40% more damage. You're getting charged with light, now using high energy fire. So that goes to 43,730. And if you do use Borealis in PvE, this is where you should start, because you don't have to do anything. You're doing what you would do in the first place. So at this point, you're at 67% more damage than base. That's high energy fire with Ionic Trace. But there's another step. Since you're breaking shields, I'm on Dawnblade right now, there's Shield Crash Wellmaker. Breaking a shield with a matching weapon type creates an elemental well. And I do have on Seeking Wells, but you pair that with Font of Might. Picking up a solar well grants bonus damage to my solar weapon. So Font of Might is 25% more, and it all stacks. So before, we have Ionic Trace, High Energy Fire. Now we're adding on Font of Might. It goes to 54,662, and that officially puts it at 100%, actually 109% more damage, which means it's now double damage, or 2 times damage, from base. By itself, it's good. 40%, pretty good. Adding in Shield Break or Shield Crash, the Wellmaker or the Charge with Light mod, or both, is where you need to be. And again, all you're doing is the same thing you're doing in the first place. Break a shield, get Ionic Trace, get Charge with Light, get a well, get Font of Might, High Energy Fire. Just for hitting shields. And 100% when snipers are part of the artifact, I think that Borealis is an option, because you're going to have a champion covered, and you're going to have all shields covered. I really like what they did, holding 5 shots indefinitely until you spin them. You can switch between Arc, Solar, Void, not lose it. It's great. And back to the Crucible, again, loving it there. I do see less sniping. I talked about it in the Macabre review. With the sniper, like, being fast is a main priority now because how flinch is received. So your main goal is to scope in, point A to point B, hit the trigger as fast as you can. It's like the biggest thing now. And this sniper, as an aggressive, on Arc, 100 handling, 65 aim assist, up to 90 on Void. It's ready to rock. I've always really liked the sniper rifle, and I used the sniper years ago. And I can tell you right now, in the Crucible, never seen it, never been killed by it, probably for the past 2 years. In PvE, never see it there. I think for PvE, it's more of a solo thing. Maybe if there is a 3-man activity, maybe in a dungeon, I don't know. It could work, but it's really good for solo play, especially when you start adding in the shield break stuff. But 2 things really changed it. Giving it those stats, especially on Arc, it's a completely different weapon. It's a better weapon. And then for PvE, the Ionic Trace change was one of the best things that they could have done for it. So I wanted to show you, I want you to be aware. I think that it's great. Give it a spin, see what you think. If it's not your jam, no big deal. But I think some of you out there are really gonna like it. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Borealis down below. There's a couple other things that I might touch on, like this Borealis video. For some of the other weapons that got buffs, let me know if you'd like to see some of those. Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.